Ah, earliest next week. Pwede na, Friday. Regular na schedule ko.
Anong oras ba yung alis nyo sa 13, Leb? Anong oras alis nyo ni Rhea sa 13? Umaga ba or hapon? Umaga?
Umaga, I think.
So, hindi pwede yan. No? Pwede naman next week. After work ulit ako. Pero, ano, okay.
May time mo to
Week?
prepare?
Oh,
Baka
I mean, depende sa session ngayon. Feeling ko naman, I think may patutunguhan siya. Yan na natin.
Sa August 6, night shift ako eh.
Okay. Next, plus 5. Oh,
Pwede Saturday. Gusto mo Saturday?
7. May plan ba tayo sa 7?
I think may work ako 7.
Ano yung nasa board?
7 is
Ah,
Saturday.
Galing kang work. Galing kang work
Doable.
sa gym.
Doable. Hindi, kasi makakatulog naman ako nun. Tapos kung ganit,
May lakad ka, Leb?
Hindi, work ata. Ano ba 7? Man, Saturday.
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 I think work ako.
Ah, talaga?
Although, hindi. Kung sa umaga, pwede.
Like gonna take 9 to 11 or 8 to 11. Medyo mas maaga ko. Although masyadong maaga para Marco.
Mga 9 pwede naman.
Parang 2 to 3 hours lang.
9 to 4 to 11.
Pakiramdaman natin yung game ngayon.
Oh, yeah. Possible.
Okay.
And then, if ever, reschedule na lang ko.
Aha.
If ever. August 7, 9 a.m. dito. So, parang 2 p.m.
I mean, if anything, ano yung definitive? 20th or 21?
20 siguro yung pinaka-definite.
Okay.
Wala naman tayo nun, di ba, Leb?
20?
Kasama kami. Aside to that,
Meron may something sa 20. Double check ko.
check mo. Or
13? Sinong hindi pwede sa 13?
Hindi ako to.
well, kasi mag-out of town kami that weekend.
Okay, alright.
Pero, ako okay. Pwede ako kasi like, hintayin ko pa si Pat sa gabi. Pero si Lev, baka maaga sila umalis ni Naria.
Ando na, okay. So, 13 yun. 20.
Pwede naman
Sa
ako
20.
If ever, pwede ako sa Discord na lang.
Pwede naman sa Discord
Kasi
ka
stream
lang.
ako pag nagda-drive si Rhea.
Yung
Hey,
20.
Pwede ako sa question mark August 13. Pwede. Friday.
Tignan natin yung 7, yung 13.
August 13, 20.
Tapos
Tignan natin.
yung 20, pwede, may labas din kami nun sa 21, pero sa 20, early shift ako, makakabol ako kung 2:30 ulit or later. Kaya ganitong time or later.
Yeah.
Pwede ako sa 20.
Sige.
Pero maging
Tingnan na lang natin. Okay. Depende ngayon. Feeling ko, prepared naman ako today, pero hindi naman ako sobrang pagod, so I think longer session compared before. Pero we'll see.
Alright.
Carry over lang natin yung 3 not 20 nyo from last time. Hanggang sa magamit nyo.
Okay.
Sayang eh. And then, gusto nyo ba, okay ba yung concept sa inyo ng pre-game rolls, yung pinaparoll ko kayo para, so like, explain ko. So yung D100 na ni-roll nyo last time, mataas yung roll nyo. So yung time for the bomb explosion, mahaba. Kaya hindi siya sumabog agad.
Okay.
And then yung D20 roll nyo was parang yung inside check regarding dun sa parang yung pagbabanta nung Warforged na parang you guys are fucked. So parang mahirap. I think mas okay yung ganun. Ewan ko, I think personally, mas okay yung ganun kasi at least para mas parang mas hindi giveaway yung situation sa mga certain things.
I would say it works kasi at least nade-determine mo yung certain things.
Yeah.
Kasi mahirap, as a DM, mahirap mag-determine ng stuff kung minsan. Sometimes the dice roll actually would help. So, that's fine.
Kasi minsan, like, parang, let's say, or may pumasok ka sa roll and inside check, parang, so biglang suspicious kayo agad. Parang ganun. So, part ng pre-planning ko rin. Minsan may parang, I think advantageous na mag-pre-roll kayo.
Okay. So that's what it's for.
Okay, I think yun lang naman yung recap. Roll kayo ng D20. When you're on the topic.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nakadalawang na 20 ka alam ba?
Nice.
Swerte.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So quick recap from the last session. The Chaotic Quintet was escaping their subterfuge in the Artificer's Guild, and with Versed's quick insight, they were able to deduce that there's something was amiss. They were able to recognize that there was a bomb in. Silverback was able to determine that there was a bomb inside the body of the deceased site. They were able to successfully get away from it in time before it detonated, wherein it caused a big explosion by the trades ward, if I'm not mistaken, prompting a response from two City Watch, which were immediately killed by some Warforged assassins, who the team skillfully avoided. While escaping, they observed that there were some Warforged drones going around and observing, which were on and off with their visibility as per Silverback's perception. They managed to escape back to Lady Vasher's hideout, wherein they took some short rest. Davtarn received a message from Vasher indicating that they no longer need to wear their rings. Davtarn, after resting, Silverback and Vyrsed head back to the manor, and Davtarn has a small talk with Lady Tikar regarding masks and such things. On their way back north, Vyrsed and Silverback encountered the bomb location, where they they encountered the situation with the city guards investigating, and they come upon a masked individual that looks like this. Lumabas ba?
Mm-hmm.
Kalat
Yeah.
na yan.
Yung nung naglalakad kayo pa north, yung dun sa city, 'di ba, like the bomb location, there was a lot of city guards.
Mhm.
And on the corner, like you guys saw this kind of individual surrounded by a couple of guards that was exuding some sort of authority. And then you guys proceed and eventually regroup in the manor. And Davtarn arrives in a couple of moments, bringing some random masks that he puts on the table. As this happens, we get back to our session, and you hear a knock on the door.
Wait, sino si Lady Takar ulit?
Lady Takar yung yung
Yung
may-ari
librarian.
nung library, yung hideout ni.
Yung matanda. Yung
Okay,
matanda.
naman. So you hear a knock on the door, Davtarn. You have the masks in the table.
I hide the mask. Oop.
Yeah, the masks.
Mm-hmm.
Are we expecting someone?
It's around morning, like around 8-9 a.m. You guys are a little bit still. You guys got some sort of rest, but still not fully with back to normal.
Vyrsed, you answer it. I'm bleeding.
I'm out of spell slots.
I hide the. Is there a window on this corner?
There's a window here. Ito yung window. There you go.
Okay.
And that knocking continues.
I
Hello.
jump behind the counter.
Maybe maybe Chairman Lee.
Are you guys like hiding behind the thing, or
We hide behind the counter.
like underneath, or like
Yeah, like
That's-
we're crouching to hide.
Okay. And these are just observing the kids are like being taken care of by Cloudfade. They're like eating breakfast in the corner. The knocking continues, and you hear shouting, "Are you guys there? Hello!"
Who is it?
Well,
And
it's does you creak the door open or you
I
just
peephole ba or
I think there's a people. Hey,
okay. I look.
open up, my saviors.
Oh,
Oh,
it's that rich boy. Hey,
Rich man.
yeah. Like I open the door.
And
Hey.
he slams the door open. And in his hand he's holding like a fine bottle of wine, and he brandishes it and says, my good man, it's time to celebrate." And then he just barges in.
Then I look nervously around. Well, I do apologize for the mess. It's I think this place has seen better days. We didn't
No
have time to clean
worries,
up.
no worries. It seems a little bit more tidy compared to how old Volo left it. And then he just pops the wine on the table. He notices the kids and he says, "Ah, I see you've been hastily gathering servants already. Come, servant boy. Get me a fine glass of a goblet, your finest goblet. We shall share it amongst 1, 2, 3. There's 2 more or 3 more respectable guests. Bring us 7 glasses for our wine, boys." And then he just sits on the table here. You notices, were you hiding, like hiding, or you
Not
like?
like hiding. It's just like
we expose ourselves after a while, and then I pretend to be cleaning the bar top.
Wait, what? No, that's accident.
Yeah.
Casting
Yo,
fireballs.
yo, seem pretty.
Mine.
You look damn tired, my good man. What's happened?
It's been a
Rough
long
night. I don't know. There's
Long
ghosts.
Yeah, difficult to. I was cleaning, as you can see,
And
part of the
Silverback,
manor.
Oh,
he
no
fell through
matter.
the stairs, so he looks a bit injured.
No matter. A fine glass of wine can fix everything, and he gets it in there. Where are your servants? Why are they taking so long? And then they're just looking at Cloud Paint. They find like some wooden cups, and then they hand it over. And then he says, "Is this the best you can muster?" And then he just nods and says, "Oh well." So he just starts, pouring the drinks, and then Kazavik introduces himself. The other members introduce themselves nonchalantly, and he's, oh my gosh, the double click, nag-error yung mouse ko. Anyway, and then he's just looking around and says, "Let us celebrate the christening of this fine establishment. Volo has sent me to aid you in whatever renovations you wish to do for this house."
Here.
Like you do it yourself, or you have?
No.
people that do it?
I do have multiple contacts. I am what you may call a middleman. That is my expertise. My relations with a lot of the guilds have been my specialized trade.
You just don't pull up to a Home Depot and. ask
Okay,
people.
no, it's not that simple.
Okay.
Waterdeep runs everything runs through systems and through the guilds. You can't just start a business or what have you without consulting the specialists. Hear ye, and he starts drinking. He starts drinking wine.
Cheers. I mean,
Cheers.
early to drink, but what can I say? It's been a long night.
Yes.
You guys all drink. Kazavik takes a swig. The others too.
maybe we should cook breakfast. Who can cook? Let the kids cook. There's
There's
a
a
kitchen.
Make themselves useful. Ah,
there's a good what do you call this meat park meat park. There's a good store for food across your street. Um, we can get some food, but in the meantime, I do want to clarify what kind of renovations you want. Volo is in the middle, is in uh, the city hall right now, transferring the deed to your group, which he told me you are aptly named the Chaotic Quintet. No, I have that right.
that is quite correct, my good sir.
Correct.
I seem to see 6 people here, but hey, that's not my decision. But regardless, I, on the other hand, can aid you in terms of fixing this place up. It may take some time. If you have the additional funds, we can expedite the process. But Bolo has told you that this was a tavern before and an orphanage before that. But again, this is now your place, and you may do so as you wish. All I know, I shall need to know the specifics, so that I may be able to contact the right people. And he drinks a little bit more.
All right. First, I'd like to say, orphanage before. That explains the ghosts at night. And then I ask, would you mind, good sir, if you would be able to give us an estimate of the expenditures we might expect?
Well, and then he just runs through the numbers in his math. Like he has like a professional sort of looking like notebook. He flashes around. He writes in like some computations, and he's talking to himself. Like, it really depends if you wanna do this do you intend to do this for personal, as a personal estate, or more for business? Because that obviously business dealings shall require more gold, whereas a personal estate shall be a lot less expensive. Although it depends too on how lavish you want to be. Um, as all the furnishings here is clearly um, not to my standards.
I grab the bottle of wine and then I pour some on his cup while I try to explain. How about a combination of both and with some particulars?
Oh, do you have in mind, good sir?
We can discuss some designs, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to, I guess, talk to my colleagues about it.
Mm-hmm. Of course, of course. If you want to talk amongst yourselves while you finalize, I shall grab breakfast, and I shall be back in a jiffy, as he just doesn't wait for you and just walks out.
You guys really want to run a bar or something? I don't think we have the leisure time.
We can make this too useful to run the bar.
They just nod.
I
We
mean,
need to put a front and then
How
we can have.
much
Yeah,
money
sorry.
do we have? I think we have a lot.
Oh my god.
We're filthy rich.
What's the name? I don't
how
know.
much? Not.
I think.
I mean, having a business around would probably might make it a little more extra difficult to have a few things extra. Or maybe it's a good idea, so we can always bring in things. No, never think
And
about it.
yeah, I was thinking we can make it as a front. And then we can have our dealings, upstairs or in the basement. Can have our crafting lab. in the other parts of the house,
You
of the
can
manor.
you can do yung gusto mo, like yung arcane locks or whatever for.
Indeed.
And then for Davtarn, diba, like same thing like what Vasher did. He lined the whole second floor with aluminum to prevent, divination and stuff. So that's like something extra, something not really normal for any, brick and mortar. But that's something you can bring up if you want.
Question.
Mhm.
How thick of an aluminum did he cover the room in?
It's not really thick, but it just has to line the
Okay. Aluminum foil will do.
Hindi naman ganun. Yeah.
I was thinking of like linking this place with Vasher's.
Neat. Yeah. That's a good idea.
At least
Sorry
have
ka,
some kind
yung
of-
hindi ko alam kung may gold yung tatlo Hindi ko na-account yung gold ng tatlo. So if ever you guys wanna use that, that's also fine. Like if you wanna use their gold first.
We're
Yeah.
gonna use their gold first
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
manor improvements.
Yeah.
They're gonna run the place.
Alright. And then Rainier storms back, he drops all the food here. It's just a lot of selection of like regular breads, multiple breads, just like some meats, grilled meats.
I grabbed the Danish and I
yeah.
eat it.
I pat the 2 children on the head and I go.
Oh, kids, would you like something to eat? Then I bring the kids in.
And he just starts munching on like a meat skewer, puts his legs back, he hunches backwards towards gets his wine and starts drinking again. And he asks, "So, have you decided on what do you want to do? Go. If this will help your decision, basic renovations for personal estate would range between 250 to 500 per floor. If you and then for any kind of business, it would be between 400 to 600 per floor, depending on the amount of resources you would need. Because each guild, whether it be the Butcher's Guild or the Leather Makers Guild or the light, the stewards of lights and whatnot, it really depend on what kind of business you want to do. So depending on the nature of your business, then it will change very, very variably.
I think we would like to have a tavern where people can come and eat.
Perfect. What else? So would you prefer the whole place to be a tavern? Only the first floor?
I think we agree that it can be only the first floor.
Yeah.
We have a basement to have a cellar.
Like a
that'll be
larder, a base, where we can store stuff. Maybe a kitchen.
Yeah.
Then the upper floors are reserved for us for our use.
So is it the first, second floors for personal use, and then the ground floor for business?
Perfectly described.
Okay. So let me run those numbers, and then he just does all the calculations, and he says, we can make it work for 1,200 gold. If you want to expedite the process, it may take a while, possibly a 10-day to maybe a month. If you want to expedite it, I can have extra contractors work. Perhaps within a week or so, it shall all be done, but that will cost about 10% extra. 20% extra, so that would be 1,500 for the expedited services.
Additional 1,500
No. So 1,500 total.
total.
Okay. And I will be straight forward with you because of the big help of saving my life. I'm doing this service for free. I normally charge a 10% uh, services fee to contact all the other guild. So this is hopefully this is my way of repaying all your kindness.
Is
We
this for
gladly
the whole?
accept.
Yeah, is this for the whole place or just the ground floor?
This is for the whole place. This is for the
Oh,
whole-
okay. Uh, did you know Silverbacks or Vyrsed specifics? Everyone else's specifics or requests?
Yeah, does that include like the specific rooms and stuff?
That would include the base tavern you want for the first floor, the basic renovations for these first for the upper floors. However, like special materials, it will depend on the nature that you want. Like I said, you have not given me anything too specific regarding besides the tower and just the
That's the
basic
basic.
renovations. Yeah, that's
I
the
get it.
basics. I can get you beds for everybody, like all the furnishings of the house and whatnot.
Lightings. All right.
Lightings, of course. Yeah, that shall be in contact and in with the Lightkeepers Guild. Your
Paki-add nga yung numbers na. Ano? Like, Jin paki-add nung.
Got it.
yeah.
Yung sila Kazavik chairman lang.
Yung sila muna tas yung sa.
Oh my gosh, 2K na sila. 2.3 na sila lahat.
Rich bitches.
I think dun
Oh,
sa
about
gold,
ako 600
sa gold
lang.
bell eh.
All right.
Pucha,
We were
for context, Marco, Davtarn, they saved like a group of like villagers and then from like a church with like ogres. The church had like a big golden bell up top, which they weren't really supposed to get, but they were able to. But they got it, and technically the townsfolk that was supposed to be theirs, but then they wound up saving the merchant because the merchant actually almost got killed, and then they saved him, so they wound up getting a big sum of money from
If
that.
the village name is
Well.
Balangiga.
yeah.
Anyway,
Is ours now. We
So yes,
Curse them.
you haven't specified yet yours.
I would like an arcane study
Uh,
/ library.
So just books, or do you need any the stuff for arcane nature is like runes and scrolls? I would have to talk to the Order of Magists for that. Like how advanced would you
How
would you
much?
study?
How much for like advanced stuff?
With my previous dealings with them, like an average study, a basic study would cost about 300 gold, and then an advanced study would cost an additional 500 gold for the materials, and then 750 for the most up to date arcane equipment. Books.
You said additional from the 300?
Additional. No. So either 300 basic, 500 advanced, 750 yung, I guess, yung highest
top
tier.
of the line.
Top of the line.
We shall take top of the line.
nothing but the best.
Nothing but
Your pockets are too full, my kind sirs. You do not show it based from your bearings. I hope you don't. I hope you don't find it insulting, but you guys don't look.
we that's fine. We get that a lot.
Seems like they amassed a small fortune from their adventures. That's what
I've never seen such a wealthy group of non-water Davians, but who am I to judge? And how about you, my kind Warforged?
Let's
Sir.
think. On the second floor, I guess we may have to reinforce some floorings. I would wish to have my laboratory set up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was just thinking I need some Do you have anyone who could supply similar equipment from akin to that of the Alchemist's Guild? Or sorry, the what do you call them again?
Artificer.
The
Artificer's Guild?
Artificer's Guild. Yeah, sorry.
What kind of sorry, you were saying like
Well,
so are you more for potions? Are you more for
I would probably need.
crafting like a blacksmith?
Yes, would probably need 2 tables, a sturdy crafting table, a shelf probably, or some shelves for my ingredients and materials.
So this is both for alchemical purposes of mixing potions and other available reagents, and also for crafting with blacksmithing
Items.
items
Not
like
just,
that.
yeah.
Okay, that's a very specified request. But the Artificers Guild are available, and they are very well provisioned. They have been one of the wealthiest bunch here in Waterdeep, and I've had good dealings with them before. However, their prices are a little bit on the high side.
Okay. Then get back to me with the estimates for the basic stuff again. Starting from the basic to the tier.
It shall for the alchemical components of that should be. I assume you will be supplying your own reagents and whatnot. You only need the flasks and all the other. So that should not be the most expensive. But the blacksmithing side and the enchanting side might be the more expensive side. For the alchemical stuff, the basics would be only roughly around 150. Advanced would be 250, and the elite would be 300.
All right.
It's nothing too extravagant, of course. Like top of the line equipment for those kind of things. Again, because you are going to be providing your own reagents.
Right.
For the blacksmithing, unfortunately, the basic is 500. Advanced is 1,000, and I've done dealings with them, so I do have a little bit of a discount for their elite and top of the line. I could get it for 1,350 probably. I'll try to. It depends on if you're going to be throwing in the alchemical component. I could probably shave off a couple hundred, perhaps get both for 1,500. Top of the line side for both.
Craftsman never could also use it too.
Yeah. Well, a craftsman never blames his instruments. I'll go for the basic.
Okay. Not to worry.
We don't need prying eyes to notice some top tier stuff coming into. Can you make it? Oh wait, I don't need to be discreet. It's just the basic stuff.
Okay. No,
Mine is
not
just
to worry.
basic.
Not to worry. So
For basic for the blacksmith.
I guess advanced for alchemical and then basic for the blacksmith.
So yung 250 sa alchemist.
Yeah, 250 sa
Hindi
alchemist.
Because like elite is like just 50 more.
That's a marketing strategy, man.
It's only $4.99. It's not $5.
I'm fine with the medium, the second, the middle one,
all right. So this would be
Advanced
about
alchemist.
3,200. All right. So I will make contact with my contacts. Let me make some trips around the area, and I will get back to you probably by tomorrow.
Wait, yung blacksmithing is yung medium din.
Ito yung sorry, ano man nagka 500 basic lang, so 500 lang pala.
Yeah, 500.
Yeah. Yeah, so do I can get back to you by tomorrow. Make sure all the prices are still up to date. Maybe I can try and haggle for you guys a little bit more. Um, Maybe try to cut back the prices, specifically with the guilds, and I'll see what I can do.
Uh,
And Rainier,
that would,
actually,
yeah.
uh,
Go on, go on.
what do you call this? Maybe the chairman in Cloud9 needs a chapel because they're what's the word?
Like a small what do you call that?
Divine.
Like a
A
shrine.
shrine? Yeah, like a shrine.
Um,
Yeah.
perhaps yeah, there are some small room that I can put that
Mhm.
on top of everything. Like I can make some arrangements. You can call that my treat if you
Okay.
want. Any particular god you're all you have your favor?
I look at
Ah.
Cloud9 and chairman. I don't know who their gods are.
Uh,
I think we're all. Are we all Bahamut or something? I'm
Yeah.
Bahamut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Bahamut too, so I don't know.
All
But I'm
right.
not
Yeah.
a divine spellcaster. So.
Of course, of
All
course.
right.
All right, I could probably throw that in. No worries, no worries. Well, cheers to that, and he pours everyone another round of drinks. Cheers to the chaotic quintet and their future here in Waterdeep. God, 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 God. And I'll
Go.
see you in the morrow, my good men. Thank you.
Thank you for indulging us today.
Of course. Not to worry, not to worry. And he steps off. You have a good neighborhood here, by the way. I've I visited Volo here a couple times already. You should probably get to know your neighbors a little bit more. Um, the North Ward is one of the best areas in Waterdeep. A lot better than how it is down south. And he steps off. Unless you wanna ask him anything else.
No, I think that's it.
I'm done.
We'll
I'm
see. We'll
happy.
see you, Rainier.
Yung sa Arcane Study, include na may parang mini library and stuff.
Yeah. Yung parang yung same setup ni Vasher,
With
basically.
Basher, yeah.
Before he finishes, he was like, oh, by the way, try to avoid the intersection of the trades ward and the south ward. I heard there was a big explosion last night, and thankfully nobody got hurt. But always be careful.
Are those common happenings in Waterdeep?
I mean, with the increased rate of crimes recently, I would still say no. Like big explosions are usually uncommon. Thug fighting and infighting between the different factions, that happens every now and then. But the explosions like that, um, that's very peculiar. So be on the lookout. Stay safe. Again, thankfully, nobody got hurt.
All right.
Cheers.
Thanks for that.
Mhm.
He steps off.
We look around the house.
Yeah, this place needs a lot of work.
Question: do we need an escape route or something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we
I mean,
should
that's
do
something
it.
you can develop, in my opinion. We
Oh,
can
yeah.
develop on our own, so no one knows.
Yeah, we can set up our own.
Oh, that's the total. Then, if we split it 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because Cloud9 doesn't have anything. If we split it 5 ways, that's what? Almost a little over 500.
Yeah, 540.
Mm-hmm. I'm willing to spend
540,
that.
540.
Yeah, I'm willing to spend that.
Cool.
Could we deduct?
Hindi pa niya kinolect eh. So,
Right.
again, try niya pa kumuha ng discount if ever.
All right.
So, you guys wanna...
Looks like we need to roll another roll for that.
I mean, did we rest already? I think we did, right? No?
Not yet. Like still, like parang short rest. Wala pa yung parang full long rest niya. Parang like later in the afternoon. Yung,
Oh, maybe we should check out the neighborhood, like he said. He said there's a nice, I don't know, food across the way. Maybe we can get to know the neighbors a little bit.
All right. I guess I'll mend my stuff first. I'll cast my cantrip.
what are you trying to fix?
Do I need to heal up to stop the bleeding?
Sorry kasi like as long as injured ka, medyo tutuloy-tuloy yung dugo.
Okay.
Sorry.
Alright.
Mag long rest ka. Are you guys going to the alley?
I'm joining.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Load ko lang. You guys can look around. Ayusin ko lang yung laundry. Give me like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Pero like,
Wala
ito yung, I
Same.
believe, full vision naman kayo dito. So you just like go around, look around everything and see what catches your attention. I'll be back. Okay?
All right.
You guys can see. Nakikita nyo naman, di ba? Nag-load na kayo. Okay. So just 5 minutes.
It's a nice brunch place across the way.
Shall we have an avocado toast?
Yeah. Probably have those legendary avocado toasts in there. It looks like there's a bustle down the street. Probably the market's over there. They have gunpowder na dito, di ba?
Not sure.
Okay. Walis na yung inspector. Right.
This really is a nice neighborhood. Look at that. Wala na yung returning ng Keen Dagger, di ba? Keen Dagger.
Yeah, because it's a magic item. It should be only. So I guess I can still infuse one more item. We can just choose which one.
Let's think about it. I don't think we need combat anytime soon, so a lot more
All right.
preparation.
Looks like are we gonna be all sneaky from here on out?
Not exactly, but just without our true identities. We don't need to sneak. It's daylight, wandering
All
on the
right.
street.
While we're on our break, ano pala, yung isang kasama ko sa ward, naglalaro din. Tapos, ng D&D, hindi raw sila VTT kasi masyado daw madadaldal yung mga Briton. Hindi raw sila mahaba raw palagi explanation. Hindi raw sila makausad. Kaya na lang daw, nag-meet na lang daw sila. Yung live
In
sessions
person?
pa rin. Oo, in person. Tapos, grabe yung imba nung niya, ginawa niya. Tawag nito, parang arcadeum, yung all throughout, homebrew. Jeez, tapos tinuruan niya ako na, ang changeling pala, tawag nito, yun yung sa local folklore pala nila yon dito. Sa English, yung pinagpapalit yung bata. Yung shapeshifter. Yung fairies, they would swap yung sickly fairy daw, they would swap yung isang healthy child. Tapos, ano, saan ba yun? Sa Hellboy ba yun? Basta yung ano, ah, magiging ano siya, parang kamukha nung anak niya, yung mga mother, di ba? May mga, parang anak ko siya,
Paalagaan ka.
parang anak ko siya, pero kamukha niya anak ko, pero alam ko hindi siya, parang pakiramdam ko hindi siya yun eh. Wala na yung lukso ng dugo, parang ganon.
Uh-huh.
Ano
Yun daw
nangyari
yun.
dyan?
Yung isang kasama ko na ano naglalaro rin ng D&D, in-explain niya sa akin yung Fey lore ng ano, changeling. Kasi merong
Oh.
human changeling, merong yung fairy na changeling. Yung human changeling, siya yung ninakaw na bata. Yung Fey changeling, siya yung pinalit para yung nag-shapeshift into the child na ni-replace. Tapos, kasi daw pala, fairies eat the babies para kaya daw sila may ano, immortality. Or in a way, ganun. Tapos yung human changeling would be sickly and die.
Yun yung ano niya. History
Ah,
niya.
pero ang history daw pala yun, sa autism, yung pag nagtataka sila bakit autistic yung bata nila, yung anak nila, they blame it,
Changeling
they think it's a changeling. Yun daw yung lore na yun.
I see.
Oo,
Actually,
nagulat ako eh.
in some ways, it makes sense.
Ng medieval times na, bakit ganun na yung anak ko? Mukha siya normal. Nung lumaki siya, iba na. Then it's a changeling.
It's not your
It's not your
child.
child. Dude, total mindfuck ako no. Ano, galing pala. Ganun pala yun.
Interesting. Miko.
You guys are okay?
Yeah.
Okay, ka na, Leb? Diyan ka ba, Leb?
Yep.
Okay. Yes, so you guys, you step out the manor, you see the whole alley, the whole neighborhood, a lot of same looking buildings. Obviously, your manor is the most run down. But it's a neighborhood filled with multiple notable areas, I guess.
Where do you guys want to head out? You guys want to check anywhere?
The closest building first.
Yeah, I'll go there.
This looks like a tavern.
Okay.
Well, I slowly walk in.
It's like a
Competition.
yeah, exactly.
competition.
Looks like it's led by this like dark skinned fellow that wearing like bejeweled jewelries, very posh looking attire. Looks you guys over, but like it's a busy time. It's not as busy as like the Harry Potter. It's not as big as well. It looks more like a temporary lodging more than like a tavern. Looks like there's the stairs going upstairs. Just a lot of common folk having their breakfast. It's more akin to like a B&B more than a tavern. Like obviously there's like wines. And then this brawny fellow looks at you. Greetings, neighbors.
Hello. Hi, we just moved in.
I see you. Volo finally let go of like his darn place. I guess to a bunch of strangers or foreigners now. Name's Emic, the owner of this B&B.
Hi, Emic. I am Davtarn, and these are my fellows. They can introduce themselves.
I'm Vyrsed. Pleasure to meet you.
And you can call me Silverback.
Pleasure. Make sure you don't cause too much trouble, right? Here's a fine neighborhood.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Good, Billy.
Yeah, he just like looks like he's busy dealing with his customers. we can make an insight check. Yeah. Um.
I mean, like I said, you're not a big fan of foreigners, but you don't seem. Are you a local of Waterdeep?
Of course. Born and raised. This here's my. This here's my. This here's my hood.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
Nice to meet you,
Okay,
Andy.
I'll do my insight check now. Where's my insight?
I'd like to check the room to see anything notable.
Nothing out of the ordinary here. It looks like just a regular room. Davtarn, he doesn't look like he's fond of you guys, or that he's happy that you guys are here.
We're trying to be good neighbors. We're just trying to introduce ourselves. You seem to be not unhappy that we moved in.
He's trying to hide it, like hide his this, his displeasure, but he's really bad at it. But he says, "What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm very open to foreigners and to strangers."
There seems to be a bit of venom in your tone there, sir. I'd like to have it out in the open rather than it festering. So come on with it.
So just to be clear, and then he says, "I've been trying to get that darn old man to sell me that place for years, and now he just practically gives it to a bunch of unknown people. That's very frustrating, and I hope you can understand my situation and my frustration."
That's notable, but we got the house in fair and square. So
Agreed.
you know what? If we ever decide to sell it, we'll approach you first. How about that?
Duly noted. And he just continues on his work.
Well, then I whispered to Silverback, "I don't think we're welcome here."
Oh yeah. This is not a nice guy.
If we said anything that we can steal.
I shall block his vision if you need me.
Remember the code legal, Davtarn.
I know, but this guy's a dick.
And dicks deserve to be.
I guess I tell them like, so should it be a good idea that we make a tavern if he is also running a tavern?
I actually had a thought about that.
Yeah, me too. Agree.
Why don't we consider having some kind of, maybe to help with goodwill a little bit? Why don't we have a little maybe a school for the orphans or something like that? Like, I mean, we have very well-read folks in our group, and there's a lot of apparently street children with those kids walking about. So, I mean,
Sounds like a good plan.
other than having a tavern, everyone seems to have a tavern in this place. So, having a school, maybe a library, kind of helps the intelligence or the education in this place.
Yeah. And we can train some of the children to become.
then I point at Silverback. My thoughts exactly. They can serve as our spies or.
Yeah. We can use them just like Sherlock Holmes. I mean, a literature I read before. They're a good information network.
No one would ever suspect a child. So, it's just a thought. Just a thought. Let's continue thinking about that while we walk around.
I made that instant eye connection with Davtarn at that moment. I need to talk with the children later on.
Man of my own, I don't know.
Great minds think alike, basically.
Flesh, yeah, flesh. I can say. I don't know. We'll see. Then we just walk down the street.
Mhm.
Oh,
Further,
he has
yeah,
horses. Look at that.
parang like parang barn, like part
Mhm.
of the. Further down the street, it looks like a big like structure of the next building.
Can I do speak with animals on the horse?
Shit. Tell them, tell them to shit everywhere.
Can I get the horse's attention? Hey you, hey you.
He looks at you questioningly and says, "You can talk to me."
I was blessed to talk with animals. How's your owner over here? Does he treat you well?
Lots of hay, lots of water. That's all good. That's all we need.
Are you like race horses or what are you guys?
Transport stuff here and there.
Like, what things do you know?
Whatever the master puts in the carriage. Can't really turn my back, you know.
How often does he do it?
Every day. Takes
Around what,
turns, me and my brothers.
around what time? And do you know where they deliver it to?
I don't know what time it is, bro. But as soon as we're finished eating, we just wait for him to open the gates, puts the cart behind us, and just leads us on our way.
I do appreciate the talk. I would like to speak more to you soon. It was fun. It was fun talking to you.
Nice talking to you, human. Don't see much of you these days.
I'm a halfling, to be honest. Then I
Hey.
walk away. then I tell him, he looks like he smuggles. He brings some product. Let's use that intelligence later. I don't know. Where do you guys want to go next?
The houses in front, probably.
Like,
Are they just simple houses?
like these are just simple houses. Tong mga to. Yung
Alright.
hindi bukas, they're just regular houses.
All right.
It's either they're closed off, looks residential more than yung mga open spaces yung parang medyo parang for public.
Okay. Like at the end of the street.
Ayun.
But
This
I look.
one
Uh-huh.
looks like the library.
All right. Oh yeah, there's a signpost here. Yeah. Signpost.
It just says the directions of like north, south, east, west. Nothing like I believe I forgot kung anong street to. Kung ano naman to kung anong street ito specifically. It just says the name of the street and then like the four cardinal directions.
Looks like there's a bit of a bustle down the street over there. And
Down
what
south?
is this? Does it look like a library?
Yeah, this is the one that looks like a library.
What does it say? Does it have
It says the bookworm's treasure, yung name.
Books. Here we go again.
maybe you and Silverback might be interested, Vyrsed.
Yeah, we
I'm
can
not a
start.
book reader myself. You guys can check it out while I smoke my pipe weed outside.
I enter.
You're greeted by like a golden dragonborn that looks like a. Yeah, he has spectacles on. Says, "Oh, greetings, greetings."
Hello.
Well, hello there, kind sir. My name is Rashad. I'm the keeper of this place.
Good day. I am Vyrsed and these are my companions.
Call me
Greetings,
Silverback.
Well, you're welcome to our library. We have an assortment of books here, and we also sell some scrolls if need be. Um,
Are the books like
Are we free to browse anything?
yes, of course, of course.
All right. We'll just call you when we have something of interest. We're
Go
not
right ahead, go ahead.
we're not particularly looking for anything specific. We're just exploring the neighborhood.
So basically, it's just like basic books, just random, like it's basic stuff. But the main thing you can find through the shelves, like the different scrolls which are available. Nakita niyo ba yung scrolls?
Yeah, yeah.
Yung show, yeah. So I think I have permission with everybody. Yeah. So yun yung different scrolls and like the different things you are able to see around the area, basically.
Okay. Do we notice any spell scrolls?
Yeah, yeah. The spell scrolls here in the scroll cases.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah, basically.
Loot all.
interesting scrolls?
Yes, yes. We partner with the Order of Magists and they help us. They guide us in scribing all these scrolls. If you have anything in particular, just let me know and let's see what I can do.
We're all right. I am dripping blood in the entire library.
Shall come back.
Or grease, whatever you call
Not
it.
to worry. Not to worry. Come back anytime.
Find anything good? What is it?
There's a bunch of scrolls that we can probably get.
Probably.
If we need.
All right.
I mean, it'd be nice if we can at least buy some. Okay. So what else do we have? What is this? Is this a?
It looks like it looks like a small establishment, but it's like how do I
That's a
describe it?
signpost. What does it say?
It says Tiger's Eye, Private Eye.
Okay.
All right.
We can check it out probably, but we'll probably use our children to make you to have information. They're more reliable.
Hello there.
As
Hi.
you enter, it looks like a very exotic place. It's like full of like you can see the tiger rock. There's like different, what do you call it, taxidermy all over the place. Taxidermy all over the place. Different like sort of like monster parts. And then you see this very like half elf, very with like a monocle, feverishly writing on a piece of paper. Barely even notices the ringing of the bell as it opens the front door. There's a small fireplace and like a piano in the back. But it's very, very like,
Medyo muffled yung voice mo.
sorry. It's very exotic. It's like very exotic. The ambience.
Hello, hi. You there?
He looks
Sir.
up and he says, greetings. Do you need my services? And he puts his monocle on.
we look at each other.
He's like, what do you do?
My name is Vincent Trench, and I'm what you shall call a detective, a private investigator.
And what do you investigate? Like cheating husbands or stuff like that?
That is for the privacy of my clientele. Of course, if you become avail my services, then we have that. We shall have that agreement, and I shall keep everything private, of course.
How much for your
Interesting.
services?
Like private investigator, you say? Is it
You
good
need me
money?
to. Well, of course, you can see the luxury that I am able to avail because of my successful business.
We could use you like sometime, but not at the moment, unless anyone needs him for something.
If you shall not be availing of my services, then I must please ask you to leave, as I am in
Okay.
the middle of my other job.
Okay. It
All right.
was nice to meet you, though, sir.
But my door is open once you feel the need.
We will. Thank you.
But of course, good day, gentlemen.
And to you too, sir.
Yeah. Sophisticated.
Do I detect anything magical from his things?
Um, roll an Arcana check if you want. Or are you casting like detect magic? Do you have detect magic?
I don't think I have spells.
Yeah. If you want to roll an Arcana check. You're pretty tired and exhausted at the moment to kind of like feel for anything. But he's very peculiar, and so you're not quite sure.
I? The only
Okay.
one who's hearing white noise?
May narinig ako konti, pero
Ano yun? Oo nga, parang
Yeah.
narinig ako. Hello, hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Electric fan ko ba yun?
further, so you're proceeding further south?
Yeah.
Yeah, further south.
Along this corner.
Yeah, it looks like there's just like a small stage, like a mock-up stage with like a street performance. It's a lot like a random crowd. It's looks like a random like circus performers, like gypsies. Just serenading the crowd. This is basically like their backstage area. Like they're like hustling and bustling in and out, back and forth, swapping, and the crowd's just observing.
Did a good performance.
Let me see. Yeah, it's like an above average performance. Just depicting like some random songs, like and then just like some intermission stage plays, and like somebody's trying to do also like stand up comedy.
Wow, this is definitely different from the shit from the Docks district.
More sophisticated crowd.
Yeah, they have amenities and stuff.
I know. I mean, they got a private eye that doesn't look like he's about to kill himself. They have stage plays,
And
it is a nice neighborhood.
why are they tenting?
What's this? Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, but that's where they keep their stuff.
Ah,
Like,
right.
yeah.
I thought they had squatters in this area. Just pitch up a tent. This empty lot we can live in this empty lot.
This is live na.
I'm like, oh look, they have hobos too.
Hobos. Yeah. Oh. Posh hobos.
No, I mean, they look like the performers.
All right.
Okay. It looks like they're having fun over there. We could probably mess with it soon enough. Is this a tree? Is this like a big tree?
Which one? It's so this is actually like a big shop. It's more of like a garden inside, and so these are like clear glass, so you can see the trees. But it's a little bit luminescent. It's led by this like half elf uh, greenish looking individual.
Oh, it's not a garden.
It is like sort of a garden.
A
It looks like a
greenhouse.
An
herbalist.
outdoor
Yeah, like a
greenhouse.
greenhouse, like a herbalist's
Mm-hmm.
place.
Mm.
What have they got? Good weed in here, sir. Yeah, walk in.
Parang si ano, pangalan na si Old Zablab.
Hello.
Greetings.
What is?
Welcome to Coralon's Crown.
Uh,
Oh.
are you a follower of nature as well?
Of course, I am a member of the Emerald Enclave.
Uh, I
Welcome. Feel free to browse around. Just be careful. Please stay on the path and steer clear of stepping on the grass and the trees. Um, all the wildlife here are being preserved with utmost care, and it would do us. It would benefit all of us to um, make sure nature is taken care of. They will take care of us too as well.
What do you sell here?
Multiple, tonics and potions that we gather from our own garden over here.
I got potions of healing and everything. Look at that.
Mhm.
Okay. Can you also do you also sell raw materials or you just sell potions?
We mostly sell the potions, but if you give us time, we can source you um our materials. If anything specific that you're looking for, but we we try not to sell our own ingredients for the wares that we are currently selling, as that, of course, we do not want to undermine our own business. I hope you understand.
Maybe Vyrsed can, I don't know. Alchemist? Who's an alchemist? I don't know.
It's Jin.
Jin.
I think
That's Jin ba?
I
Silverback
can do that.
is,
Yeah.
he's also an herbalist too.
Herb. Do I have my herbalism? Yeah. Proficient with herbalism. Okay. Yeah, I can make healing potions from this. I have a question.
Yeah.
Is this a natural spring? Or is there a crystal in the middle of the spring or something?
It looks like luminescent wildlife. Like it's not water. It's more like a
Glowing rock.
parang glowing rock and like trees like weed and like grass in between. Um,
Can I review an arcana on the glowing thing
yeah,
in
go
the
ahead.
middle? What could it be?
It's a special ingredient for making advanced potions.
Okay. We know where to go now. I thought because there was lily pads, that's why I thought there was water. Anyway, there water or not, there's a crystal in the middle that is quite curious and radiates magic. So probably for potions. Interesting.
We got a
Interesting.
good setup over here, huh?
Of course, of
Indeed.
course.
Wow, everyone in this district has it good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a premium setup, to be honest.
Mighty
I know.
fine um, neighborhood you have here, sir.
An egg. I see an egg.
Oh, those are just chicken eggs.
All right.
Oh, okay. Let's, uh, let's walk all the way around, or what do you guys think?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see where we end up.
As you're progressing east, you hear the hammering of a familiar sound of a blacksmith. A hammer on an anvil. Hammer on an anvil.
I see.
Same kind.
Oh,
Kazavik would love this place.
what is the name of the place called?
Oh yeah, what do we read on the
Uh,
sign?
the sign is on the opposite side.
Oh,
Like you
crap,
guys
back
went to
door.
the back. Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
Is it
So
open? Can I
that
get?
that door is locked. That's the back door.
Hmm.
okay. How silly of us. Can we see a way here?
Yeah, you can go through here or like here.
Or this side?
Either side. Like
Okay.
there should be an alleyway.
Is this where we get
Mm-hmm.
stabbed and nabbed?
Mhm.
The signage
Guys,
says the steam and steel.
steam and
Mm-hmm.
steel. That sounds like how I was made. Let's have a look. Steam through steam and steel.
Mhm.
Hmm.
As you guys are approaching, you hear the hammering. You see a fire genasi in like just
Oh.
full sweat, just hammering on something, and then you see a
Oh.
water. It's a male fire genasi, and then the female in a water genasi looks like just polishing some stuff. And as the ring, of the opening of the door is a bell as well as it rings as you enter. The female genasi looks at you guys and she says to the other one, "Ooh, honey, looks like we have guests."
Greeting.
And this fire genasi, as he's hammering, and he looks up, he has like full smile as he hear his wife or his partner say that he has guests. And as he looks up and he says, "Greet," he gets cut short as he looks in your figure, Silverback.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of a change in his demeanor, and he just starts hammering again.
Hmm.
And then the female genasi just approaches you. "Oh, pardon my husband. He's particularly busy. Please don't mind him. But welcome to Steam and Steel,
All
the
right.
number one blacksmith shop here in the North Ward."
Oh, I look at my colleagues. Just one block from our house. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make an
Greetings.
insight
Everything's so accessible.
make an insight check, Silverback.
Okay.
Anybody want to make a note? The fire genasi just like looks like he's hammering a little bit more.
I
Like more
wonder why
furiously.
he doesn't. I'm still wondering why he
Yeah.
doesn't like me.
He looks
Hello.
up. He see the others. You say hello, Davtarn?
Yeah,
Uh,
say hello.
The female genasi says, "Oh, hello,
Hello.
Mr. Halfling, hello, Mr. Half-Elf." The fire genasi still hammering, like look like he's ordering something. He look at you two, and he gives you a nod, both of you. He seems to ignore Silverback, and he just keeps hammering.
Do I notice it?
Yes, you both notice it.
Uh, is everything okay? We just moved in. We'd like to introduce ourselves. I am Davtarn, and my fellows can introduce themselves too.
I am Vyrsed. Hello.
Well, hello, Doctor, hello, Vyrsed, and you, might you miss Mr. Metallic Man?
You can call me Silverback.
Greetings. My name is Avi, and this is my husband, Emric, and we're the proprietors of the Steam and Steel. We make a lot of we make the best weapons here in Northward, and I hope if you fancy anything, just let us know.
Right, we'll have a look
Welcome,
around.
welcome. You the new neighbors that I've been hearing about.
Yes. We just got the Trollskull Manor down
I see.
across
I
the
see. The
a few blocks away.
old Volatile probably finally gave up that ramshackle house. Well, We're right here if you need some help. And me and Emric are always happy to give assistance to our fellows. But if you happen to find anything fancy with our business, do just let us know and we'll
I
trade
actually have a
appropriately.
question.
Yes, of course.
Isn't it strange to have a weapon shop on a nice part of town? How's business?
Business has been good. There's been a lot of uptick in crime, which obviously that's not a good thing, but it's good for business. You know, the City Watch, the Grey Hands, Force Grey, they all need their supplies, and we've been kept busy by the local government.
The
I heard
basic
about the
one.
increase in crime. What crime are we talking about?
A lot of faction wars in between all the basically the mafia of
Mhm.
Florida. It looks like there's different sides that are just at each other's throat at the moment. City Guard, the City Watch, as they've been overworked recently. Um, there's been and the Force Grey and all the inter city guards. They've been preoccupied with their own battles there.
Hmm,
Um,
interesting.
so it's good for our business. Continue to make what we need, and demand is always there.
Well, you're right. I guess you know. It's sad to hear that this crime's on the rise. No
Yes,
one's
yes.
doing anything about it.
Unfortunately, well, the Black Staff, the head, of the Force Grave, the military faction of Waterdeep. She's trying to find the source of discontent. But obviously, her reach can only go so much. With the City Buck Watch, they've been trained properly and they've been doing the best they can. The citizens, the normal citizens like us, are kept safe. But it appears, for the most part, the casualties are mostly between the factions. And there was an unfortunate explosion last night by the trades war. Though I from the newspapers, it was noted that there was no casualties, so that's a good thing. Hopefully, that's not part of whatever's happening at the moment.
It seems like a pretty busy situation. All right, thank you, Avi. There's a lot of information at the moment. I will browse
Ay,
around. May random dito. Ano to? Ring of the Ram.
Hmm. I try to lift this hammer of
uh-huh.
thunderbolts. Can I lift it?
Anong Hammer of Thunder?
This item on this box.
Like parang like you're just trying to lift it.
Yeah.
Um, as you're trying to hold it, you
Mhm.
hear like the loudest thud from the hammering from the far genasi. Like every time you
Ah,
try to approach it, like a big
hmm.
warning sign.
All right. I look back at
Can
him.
I can I can
Hmm.
I ask or like do I notice?
You notice. He spits on the
Uh,
ground.
Mr. Emmerich, do you have I just want to clear the tension over here. You have a problem with my buddy over there.
Have I done anything to offend you in some way, my good sir?
He keeps silent. He just continues to hammer.
Hmm.
Make a persuasion check, both of you. I'm trying to talk to this man.
Oh, shoot. I'm not charismatic.
Mhm.
Oh, way to go.
He'll He doesn't spare you a
Yeah.
glance, Silverback, but he just spits in your direction. And then he continues to hammer. He doesn't acknowledge your question that turn. And then Avi just tries to get your attention and say, "Oh, come now, you introduce yourself. Come now, Davtarn. Come now, Vyrsed. I'm sorry. Uh, my my husband is ill-tempered at the moment, and then you just leave him be. I'm so sorry." And then she's more apologetic to you, Silverback. I'm so sorry for his rude manners. He has
I take no
not
offense.
the best. He has does not have the best um, memories with the Warforged.
I understand.
That,
Thank you for
I
having
think we
us. We'll be
could
back
just
soon.
What are you saying, Davtarn? Sorry.
no. I mean, we do appreciate your work over here. I just hope that we don't leave in a bad situation. Then that's it. We'll take our leave for now.
Mhm.
Then I guess.
Right.
Reign of the continues in the atmosphere.
So 1, 2, 3, like weapons, armor, and then like miscellaneous stuff here.
Mm-hmm. That vicious dagger looks interesting
Mhm.
as I walk away.
Mhm. As you guys are walking away, make a
Mm-hmm.
perception check. As you notice Avi walking towards her husband.
I left first. I didn't see shit.
Yeah, you walked first, and then you can really Davtarn. Versailles, you walked with Silverback too. Davtarn, with your keen sense of hearing, you hear not a really argument, just a small conversation between the couple. Avi was saying, "Oh, now, Embrick, please don't be so mean to our neighbors." And then you hear the stopping of the hammering of the fire genasi, and he says, "That filthy warforged, probably with he's probably one of them." And then you hear like another spitting, and then she's saying, "Oh, just give them the benefit of the doubt. We don't know them." And
You don't know me.
you don't know me. Good one. And that's it.
And the friend, probably the coldest welcome we had in
Mhm.
here so far. Colder than the asshole across the street.
So-
And he's a dick.
I know. Well, I'm already thinking about times to mess with him.
I thought you were doing that with a horse.
We will. As we walk away.
As you come across this corner, you see like a woodworker's shop. The signage says the bent nail.
The bent nail. All right.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Sorry, just move my token.
Mm-hmm.
Magsaing lang ako.
Sige lang. Naririnig mo naman?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, look, a carpenter.
Yeah.
All right.
You see, you enter. Enter.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of like fletches, bows, and arrows.
Oh,
A lot of
not
like
the carpenter.
okay. No, he is a carpenter. There's like a carpenter station in the back, but like he looks like it's this is a what do you call this?
Lectures.
Yes, a fletcher basically. She is a man, just a male. Oh no, sorry, he's an half elf. So he's an elf, he's an elf. Dark skinned elf, not a drow though.
Okay.
Oh, a black elf.
No.
Sorry.
Okay. Equality.
Hello there.
Equality. Okay.
Give a chance to
Yeah.
welcome to the tale.
No. This is my first. And then like, wow, a drow.
I'm sorry. So I get that a lot. I'm sorry. I'm not no job. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're an elf. Just an elf. I
Yes,
see.
not just an elf, just a regular elf.
Like a wood elf.
Yeah,
Like a,
yeah, yeah.
alright,
Yeah, I am a wood elf. Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
dark wood elf.
Mm,
Darkwood.
okay,
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's
like a
no, there's
black
no,
wood elf.
we don't discriminate here. Now, come on. Not the
No,
best first
no.
impression.
I ain't hating. I ain't hating. It's all good. We just moved down the street. Actually, we got the Trollskull Manor. I am Davtarn, and
Can't really offer you the warmest greetings after you calling me a black wood elf, which I am, but
I
you're a
mean,
little bit
aren't you?
condescending. Yes, but you were a little bit condescending with your greetings right there.
I just don't see a lot of
Okay.
your type around. To be honest.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Well, all right. Well, welcome to the shop. If you need anything, just let me know.
All right, sir. For me, what do you got? Hold on. Let me look at the
It's just
bows.
bows. It's just bows,
Mhm.
crossbow bolts.
Fine
Ooh,
woodwork.
Mhm.
vicious
Of
hand
course, of course.
crossbow.
If you need help with your furnishings and whatnot, always happy to give a helping hand.
Actually, this this vicious hand crossbow you have. It says you can strap it on my wrist. Do you
On
have a
wrist?
mechanism for that?
Uh, whatever do you mean?
It says a lightweight crossbow designed to be held in one hand or strapped to one's wrists. That should be
Uh,
useful.
nakalimutan ko yung vicious property. I forgot. Teka
And
lang.
then, ano lang, extra pag critical lang pa
2d6
extra.
for, yeah.
If I can wear it on my wrist, it's better than swapping to my short bow.
Parang
Or,
ano.
Parang Assassin's
Parang-
Creed.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I can make it. If you pay a little bit extra, I can make it a little bit more subtle. If you know what I mean.
Neat.
I've had
Like-
particular requests like that before. It's nothing new. Some small custom
Discreet
modification.
crossbow.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Subtle modifications here and there. It's pretty easy.
Then I tell them, hey, how much are we spending for the house again?
540 each.
540 each?
Yeah.
I don't. I'll have to put this for some other time, but this could be useful.
You can
Mhm.
grab that. I'll put up a little more for my share because
Yeah, it's fine.
they're going to reinforce part of the house for the lab.
Oh, you sure? I mean,
Yeah.
it's 300. I can probably give them. Okay. Yeah, could you make a wrist crossbow with this? Like a. I don't know
If
how to-
throw in an extra 50 gold, and I'll make that in a jiffy for you.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, 400. Hey, I don't want to short you guys. You sure? All right.
We can
Yeah.
use the other's money. It's fine.
Okay. then yes, I will buy it.
Yes.
Oh, why don't you
Done deal.
give me a couple hours, and I'll be right with you. You said you're the new neighbors there by the manor.
Yep.
I'll drop that by later.
That is
Oh, and
correct.
maybe
I'll collect the gold when I.
Mhm.
Of course, of
Bolts
course.
too. Yeah. Mhm.
So light crossbow na ano?
Hand crossbow. Parang pwede daw
Vicious
ito
hand
for it.
crossbow. So parang Assassin's Creed style, like under the hood. Yeah. Like a concealed weapon, concealed carry. Yeah. Yeah. Well, definitely. Now just make sure that you know what you're doing, sir, and of course, like any. You are responsible for the use of this weapon, and I'm not responsible for any mishaps you may encounter with the law, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. Then it was nice to meet you.
You speak in my language, sir. Speak in my language. Well, I'll deliver this to you in a couple hours. Right? I'll collect the gold by then.
So magkano total?
400.
Yeah, minus sa akin.
All right.
Like, he'll collect the gold later, di ba sabi niya? Alright. Well, finally, something we were able to buy. That's
Fancy way they do business here.
mhm.
They just take you on credit?
They said he'll collect it later. I don't know.
May
Collect it
procurement
later?
ako kasi.
And they know where
Ye-
they know where we live, so they
Yeah,
can
yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
fix it.
yeah.
So this is where, this is where you presume Bernier got the food. It's like a small collection of like assortment of stuff. There's breads, there's
Oh,
meats, random
Oh, shoot.
I
stuff and
thought he got
all.
it from asshole. Okay, that's good. This is
No, 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 no.
alright.
Blanket,
Oh, a market.
canvas, chalk.
Mhm.
Neat.
Yeah, you guys want to see something here? It's a market. It's a general market.
Brewer's supply, forgery, gaming set. Hmm.
A farmer's market. Ay, may ano ba?
Yeah, may you just
Mhm.
click on the new loot, new loot.
Ooh,
1, 2,
climber's kit.
3.
Brewer's supplies. Ooh. So that's a lot here. Huh? Couple bedrolls. Ooh, a bucket.
The randomest things.
You never know. Any familiar, any distinct faces, any.
No, everybody looks new. Like,
Mhm.
but just a wide variety. There's a tiefling, there's a humans, there's a dragonborn. Just a lot of mixed faces.
So diverse.
Mhm. But everybody, like, you could see that the demeanor here, the way people dress, it's a lot more upscale, a lot more clean, not as rugged and as rustic as the people from the southern district.
Are
They
very
definitely
well
look like.
kept. Like they haven't been outside to a forest or an adventure.
Mm-hmm. And that's the
What?
nobles for you.
Ah,
They tell you
what
how to live your
life?
life, but they never lived out there.
All right. What sort of life do they live?
Ooh, cinnamon. Looks like we might need to stop in this market every so often. Climber's kit could be useful.
Oh wait, we don't have one of that. We just have a
I,
hempen rope, right?
yeah, I haven't. Let me buy that climber's kit. I'll get the
Fine.
set. Oh, it's not a climber because it's just it's a bunch of hooks. Don't worry about it. It's nothing serious. It's all good. So yeah.
Primer's kit.
Mm-hmm.
Just add nyo lang and
Or
then ayusin nyo lang sa sa build.
climber's kit. Add. Then minus 25 gold.
There's a crowbar.
All right.
Robot. Right. You guys want to do anything else?
No,
Right.
I think we've
Bye.
seen the
Chalk.
neighborhood.
Do you buy
Oh.
chalk?
All right.
Tapos A- mo lang. Bigyan ko kayo dito ng
Is this the writing chalk or powdered chalk?
For writing and marking them.
Huh. Yeah. Get us. Okay. I'll grab one of those too.
bawas na lang. So, binigyan ko na kayo ng access sa Trollskull Alley. So, like, anytime, let's say, you wanna browse and look at the
Alright.
wares.
Okay.
Chalk.
Okay, let me go back to. I think I'm okay right now. Unless you guys want to stop by that place again, I'm heading back to the manor.
That's fine. I'm going with
Can
you.
head back and rest as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, you spend maybe like, maybe 2 hours going around, talking to various people. Like, so it's probably like early in the afternoon already. As you go back, ay, teka lang, nagre-reload lang ako. Wait, where are we? Reload ko lang yung forge ko. As you go back, you notice everyone looks tired and like sleepy.
Yeah, I'm a bit exhausted from last night's
Yeah.
events.
And then there, Kazavik and the rest, they say, yeah, look, I'm feeling pretty tired as well. I'm like, sorry, nililis ko lang. Nag-load naman na lahat, di ba?
Yep.
You guys are, where do you guys want to rest? Just like everybody in the first floor, you guys are scattered around.
I can do sentry's rest, pretend to be a statue in the door.
Yeah, you know, get my bedroll out.
The other members like go to the other floors just to have their own space. Just so they can rest properly. You guys
I
are.
told them what we found too. Okay, there's a Watch yourself with that asshole across the street.
Okay, Panaya, they say.
And that blacksmith was not a big fan of the what do you call this? Warforged. Looks like a veteran or something, probably.
Noted.
There's a lot of nice places you guys can visit too, so I'm sure you guys enjoy that. Then I'm like, let me go rest. I'm so tired.
You guys
Long
are
rest?
just resting. Yeah, you're just resting here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, all in the first floor. Sure. So it's around late in the afternoon. And then give me 1 second. Davtarn and Silverback roll another D20.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
So you guys are resting. Everybody's resting. The night progresses. Silverback, you're in your sentries mode there. You notice the kids. They prefer like their own nook, because Tom and Nook prefer their own nook, like here by the corner. And Davtarn, like in a peculiar sort of way, you feel a little bit like this rest or this sleep. You feel like more sleepy, more than usual, and you feel like you're just in a deeper sleep than normal. The rest of you, you're resting properly. It's starting like early in the night. You're taking a long rest, like 8 hours, right? So you started like around like 2-3 o'clock. Around like 5 o'clock, you hear a knock, and then Tally Fellybranch says, "Oh, sorry to wake you. Looks like all of you are trying to rest now." But he delivers the hand crossbow. So he's able to give that, and then he just collects the gold. Okay. And then he just goes on his way. You give him the gold, and that's fine, right?
Yeah.
So you guys, that's your about halfway through. Yes, you continue the night. Around like 7 p.m. It's a little bit dark. The streets are a little bit dark. It's not a bad neighborhood. Like it's well lit. But again, you are all a little bit more sleepy than usual, except you and Vyrsed and Silverback. You can roll a perception check.
Okay.
20. Advantage yung nakalip. It's alright.
Perception, no
18.
perception.
Perception.
Lahat?
Except silang dalawa lang, silang dalawa.
Okay.
You hear the kids are still like resting on the corner. You hear a creaking by the window here as it's like it's a little bit dark in the area. Like there's a it's at the dark corner of the room, so it's kind of hard to see. You see, like there's a figure that entered by the window.
That entered?
Mm-hmm.
Which
This by where the kids are.
Oh.
I activate my dark vision goggles.
As you have dark vision already, but you have 30 feet, 30 feet or 60
Oh
feet.
shoot, 60 feet. The house is
Ano-
big.
Ano
I
bang
can
vision range mo lang?
I can see.
Is it 6?
Dark Vision 60. I cast dancing lights and shoot
Okay.
it at the
Like at the corner?
yeah.
As you're shooting that, you hear a flick of a match and like somebody like lighting a pipe. And you see a tall, slender woman in like a black red cape with a notable black mask across her eyes, lighting like tall, like a long, slender, like woman's pipe, just like smoking by the corner. And as you're looking around, you also see that the two kids, they have like a small dart in each of their necks. As you see this particular figure leaning against the wall, looking intently at you, as she's slowly closing the door and lighting her cigarette. As she says, as she takes a big puff of her pipe, and she says,
Oh, it's just cloud paint.
she's
Oh,
like-
chairman, you pala chairman. Go back to sleep.
Oh, okay. I stand down. I didn't remember chairman to be smoking, but yeah, I believe you.
She's tall, bro. She's tall. She's very tall. She's about like almost like
Okay.
5'8" or something. 5'8",
Yeah,
5'9".
because eye patch is a very convincing disguise. If Batman did it. Okay.
As
Go on.
you throw your dancing lights there, and she says, she says, now, you don't want to disturb the kiddies. As she slowly steps over. Davtarn, you're unfortunately very deep in your sleep, surprisingly, as this figure approaches.
Who goes there? Chairman?
I walk the same.
She just steps like here in the corner. And
Maximum.
she shall we have a chat, my gentleman?
I aim my lightning launcher, but then I
Okay.
stand down.
What do you want? I slide across the table.
Wow.
Chairman.
Chairman.
You see, like she's like as she's smoking, she's like tapping her toes, like on the floorboards, and she crosses her legs like leaning backwards across the wall, but she crosses her legs in a way that one of her foot is pointed to the neck of the sleeping child, and she says, "No sudden movements, gentlemen. Let's have a proper conversation." Now, if you would be so kind to put your weapons down and approach slowly so we may talk.
I approach with my hands up.
Alright. Uh, and she points her head towards the sleeping Davtarn and wake that one up too, as my business is with you three.
Right. Excuse me for a bit. Davtarn, don't be alarmed. Just follow me. Or I shake Davtarn until he's awake.
Yeah. It's very groggy,
Yeah.
like you're very foggy, but like you're starting to wake up.
The hell?
Do you?
Do I
I whisper to him, "Do you have your hand crossbow ready? Just follow me, but get it on the ready."
Okay.
Chairman. Oh, Vyrsed.
Then I see. Oh, whoa. Who's that?
You've heard tales of this person that time. You've been hearing of like basically a vigilant that has been going around the streets of Waridin, particularly more the north and the seaward. That's just been causing problems with the nobles. He or she is known as the Black Viper. She's very well known, sort of like as a myth in Waterdeep. Nobody's really basically lived to tell the tale. So lots of
Black Viper.
lots of rumors. Not sure whether they're real or not, but word goes around about her antics and
So
Yeah.
my hands are up, and I was like, what have we done for you to grace us? Is it Red Viper? Black Viper?
Black Viper.
Black
I
Viper.
believe ina-enable ko na yung para makita niyo yung name niya. Black
Okay.
Viper.
Okay. Everyone's preoccupied with black these days. We just met a black wood elf earlier. And we meet.
This might be the same guy. I don't know.
Definitely a lot taller.
Yeah. I disagree.
I don't see the world in that way.
All right. Black Viper. Okay. So you identify yourself as Black Viper.
Then is there a chair? Is there a table?
She was asking you to like bring your chairs and like sit a fair distance in front of you.
I forgot.
I'll-
that. Let me get that.
Yeah.
I'll try to drag a table.
She notices what you're trying to do and says, "That won't work. Your friends are readily asleep."
Oh.
I
Okay.
mean, I'm just trying to drag a table here, lady.
I can't hold 4 chairs in 2 hands.
Some help would be nice. I mean, look
Yeah.
at me.
I place the chair. I place the chairs down.
Well, you know what? A breakfast nook might be nice over here. Let's consider that.
Now
Nothing
that
to
you say that.
No funny movements. No funny movements.
All right. I raise my hands back up again.
It has come to my attention that there has been some meddling from unwanted guests. And I feel it is very unpleasant for myself.
Is it?
to be disturbed inappropriately. I have no qualms with whatever ruckus you three may attempt. But if you disturb my dealings, then that is my problem.
Right. Oh, who do you work for, if I may ask?
I work for no one but myself. However, I have certain goals and certain people I shall wish to bring down. And if you three keep on disturbing whatever goals I intend, then let's just say this will be the last time you see me.
Is it
Hello, hello.
possible?
Yeah.
Is it possible we can help each other in some way?
Perhaps I have heard that you are capable individuals. However, your brashness and your ludicrous behavior may have jeopardized my goals, which I have been working on for a long time. You are all new to this life here in the city. You do not know, you do not understand the dealings of how Waterdeep works. You cannot just simply barge in and use your fists to solve everything. That is now how it works.
That is noted, I guess.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Black Viper.
I
Go on.
I was there last night near the explosion. When I see
okay.
you three running about. Did you not ever wonder why there were not a single mention of the dead City Watch today in the newspaper?
They said there's no one that died.
That's not what we saw, but yeah, you have a point.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is true.
You are dealing with a foe you are not prepared for. And while I myself have prepared for a long time, I myself am not prepared as well.
So is that why you're here?
Is
I am
this a
here.
proposal?
I am here to warn you and to stop you from meddling with my affairs. Whatever you're
the children
doing.
first.
Sorry.
Release the children first before we continue the conversation. If you care about them so much.
I do not care for these children, nor for the children that this foe has been collecting. I only care that they suffer a quick and timely demise.
Did you mean the children or the...
We're gonna have problems if we talk about the children.
You have to be specific, Black Viper.
Clearly, we have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, the Artificers Guild!
Oh, okay,
You come there marching and barging into their hideout, causing such a ruckus.
So
now they're on high alert.
So what?
Far more than what they normally would have.
So what do you know, and why are you here?
I'm here to see if you three are worth helping. My sources tell me that you are capable, that you are skilled, but your means are too brash, and quite frankly, pretty idiotic. You do not think, you just act. And that is not the way to deal with them.
We do have chaotic on our name.
They don't call me the daring for nothing.
He just
Agreed.
like squishes her temples in frustration, and she snaps her pipe after of one final puff. He sighs, he takes a big sigh, and just takes one big breath out. Do you know the repercussions of what you did?
I have a theory that that they may have been aware that someone is tracking them. They were aware of our presence, though they're not quite sure probably which parties are involved. I guess they only know from us three.
And from the security we encountered, it could only get worse from there.
Oh yeah, I understand that.
They seem like they had an endless supply of minions about them.
He starts pacing back and forth in front of you, you three. He's just like starting to pace, like a little bit more frustrated than normal. And she says, "This is the problem that I was talking about. I've been doing recon against that guild for years, and not a single time have they been able to track me down and be alerted of my subterfuge. And then one random night, 3 strangers from nowhere just barge in and ruin everything I've worked hard for." And then she stomps her foot, faces all of you. "So do tell me why I should spare all 3 of you at the moment."
I look at because we might be the answer or the help you might need.
And
Well,
as far as I'm concerned, you had us dead to rights when you walked in. If you wanted to kill us, you could have killed us already. So you came here not looking for a fight, but looking for help.
He points at you in a very satisfied way. She says, "That's the kind of thinking I expect and want. Use your heads, idiots. Win fights, not with your fists. There's more than one way to win a battle. Now, what are you planning to do next? Are you going to continue with this facade, with this subterfuge you've been doing haphazardly? Because now I can't do what I want to do."
Vyrsed?
Well, I don't know.
We just
I mean,
want to save the children, I guess.
and that was our only reason why we attacked that place. They seem to be harboring troubled children over there.
I see that your hearts are in good intent. And quite frankly, she steps closer. while I may be infuriated with your actions, I will give you the pleasure of some good news. I was able to escort some children that escaped during the commotion from last night. They are safely protected within my custody. And while it pains me to admit, their safety belongs and was garnered by your actions. And when the time is right, I may be able to perhaps introduce them to you so they may thank you personally. But
At least we did. It's nice knowing we did some good because we ran out of there.
But saving some children does not guarantee the safety of the rest. And it's quite frankly, this group, the children are just their means to an end. Let me elaborate on how powerful the enemy you have made. She picks up a stool and then she sits in front of you. You see the Artificers Guild, they're connected. They're very well connected. They have multiple connections and dealings with the nobility of Waterdeep. You cannot touch them.
That is bad news.
They have a deep-rooted corruption that they're festering here in Waterdeep, which I have been slowly trying to eliminate. I have been, shall you say, cutting the legs of the spider, but it is very hard to deal with the head. They are protected by a masked lord of Waterdeep as well. Perhaps multiple. I'm still in the process of figuring out. But this is not a simple enemy that any
What's
single person.
your take in this?
That is
Viper?
my own personal that is my own personal thing. I only wish for the group to be destroyed. My hatred towards the corruption of the nobility, as well as my own personal grudge against the guild, is what fuels my actions.
What motivates you to?
I have no means to doubt you.
All right, we'll take your word for it.
You can make an insight check if you want.
Of course, we'll do an insight check. Someone in a mask spouts justice? That's highly unlikely. 11 only.
Vyrsed, you see, and Vyrsed and Davtarn, you see no semblance of lies from her words. She seems sincere in her distaste for the guild, and she seems sincere within her disgust from the corruption.
I see
And
no
you know-
lies in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, like
But
you
where do we
just
fit
you
in all
sorry.
this? I don't know.
You notice like she's kind of relaxing a little bit. She was pretty tense earlier. but as the conversation is evolving, her posture is getting a little bit more relaxed. It's still defensive, but getting a little bit more relaxed in terms of how the conversation is taking place. So you were asking, sorry.
Where do we fit in all this?
That is the question I am asking myself as well. What shall I do with you three? And she takes a deep breath. And then she mutters to herself. You have been sorry, I think what's the word? Yung parang sorry. You have been endorsed by a reliable friend. And while I may mistrust you three, your words, I certainly give respect to what he tells me. So though it pains me, I will trust my gut and give you all a chance. If you want to take down this guild, you have to play it smart. You have to be analytical with your attacks. You have to plan everything, and you want to take down the necessary. You have to strike them where it hurts. You can't just be randomly just picking fights. Do you understand?
Question.
Yes.
Did you by chance know what happened to since you already know all about us? Did you ever know what happened to, was it what's his name? Terra. No, it's not Terra, right? Who's the barkeep of the one we beheaded?
Barkeep that you beheaded? May pinatay ba kayong barkeep?
No, the concierge nung Artificers Guild.
Si Sai?
Si Sai, yeah.
So you're asking
if she know what happened to
like yung reconnaissance, yung after the explosion.
Yeah.
They were from my vantage point. They were able to recover the body, and as you may well know, being a Warforged yourself, as long as the core is intact, then the body can be replaced. The parts can be replaced.
That is true.
But it is fortunate for you to not have eloped with that body. Most senior members of the guild, due to their high quality of materials which they are made of, they are of course all well tracked, and they will stop at nothing until they retrieve all their precious materials.
By chance, also, did you know if they identified us?
From what I was able to discern, and from what I was able to dispose of, as she reaches for her behind, it's like a small sack. She brings it out.
Nope, easy there.
Mm-hmm. I ready as well. And then I stand down.
Yeah, and I relax.
Okay. She drops the sack to the floor, and it clatters with a clacking of metal. And then she walks towards the windows. Their backs turned, letting you, giving you a chance to open whatever the bag is.
And I rummage through it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I venture?
You, in particular, recognize the scraps of the metal drones that were surveying and trying to locate you.
I knew it. Anyway, go on.
And she says, once they have their eyes on you, they will not stop to track you down. It was fortunate that I was also passing by, as the explosion caught my attention. Those clockwork assassins are far too dangerous, and their drones, though invisible they may be, are very fragile and easy to deal. You must be careful from now on. Had I not intervened, perhaps they might have tracked you as well.
I'm gonna keep the parts.
Of course, you can just pick it up like that. She didn't look like she was looking for it. So she faces you guys again. I hope this is a token of goodwill. Perhaps there may be room for us to work together.
Agreed, Black Viper.
Works for me. Black Viper, yes.
All right.
Now,
Just let us know where we need to go and we'll do it. Just
How do we contact you? By the way.
don't worry.
Of course.
She
You know what
she
to us.
gets she actually gets pieces of paper.
Mhm.
And if I remember correctly, something, let me just finish this real quick. Tama ba? Right. Yeah. She hands out some pieces of paper, and she says, "You may contact me through this. You may say my name, and this will reach my ears. And if I need to contact you, you will know." She gives you a paper brain. And it has just let's roll 1d8. Anyway, the
yeah.
you have 4 sheets of the paper brain.
Okay.
4 sheets.
Okay, works for me. And
If-
no more of that sleepy stuff next time.
Of course. Pardon me for poisoning your wine earlier.
The fuck was it, Rainer? That bastard.
Oh,
I
no.
was immune to poison.
Not to worry. That idiot has his uses,
Clearly.
but he is definitely not capable of this kind of for a mission as important as this. I have a raid incoming tonight. If you want to prove yourselves, perhaps you would like to join. There is a big trade between the guild and another faction. As the leading source of weapons for the military prowess of Wotan. The guild, the Artificers Guild, they are a big supplier of weapons and magic items. And of course, they have their underground dealings with the other factions as well, in exchange for their vast supply and monopoly of the various resources. I have intercepted the communications that there is a trade in a warehouse by this Dakwat, wherein a sizable exchange will be taking place.
I mean, can't decide for my fellows, but I'm in.
I'm down after the long rest.
Yeah, of course. It shall start by the trade happens around midnight. You have ample time to prepare and to get some rest. And might I suggest that you hide your faces this time?
You
Oh.
can count on us.
Trust me, I have.
But if that's the case, I will send you word of the location. And I shall meet you there.
I have a question,
Yes.
Black Viper. Do you know how we can conceal our magic so they can't trace it to us?
Good idea.
The Order of Magists. While many of them are skilled, there is nobody specific here in the city that I know of that is able to particularly trace magic. While everybody is registered here in Waterdeep for their spell casting, it is more of a what shall I call it, a tally that in case it is more of a punishment for not registering. Any vagabonds or random wanderers that do not register and are caught practicing magic are then prosecuted for basically avoiding registration. But the order does not particularly track spell casting as your. That is too much manpower for the order to be doing at a daily basis. A lot of spell casting is, though minute, it is part of the daily life of what we have a lot of able-bodied practitioners of the arts here.
Well, that is nice to know. I always thought they traced us. That's why they asked us to register. But
no, the registration is more for persecuting those who do not register. It is also like a means to tally the practitioners here.
Works for me. All right.
For
a second there, we discussed gun control, everybody. Anyone who's watching. The government doesn't have the ability to trace it. They just ask you to register. Don't worry, it's all good. Anyway. Yeah, no, okay.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Right. She opens up. She reaches for her component punches again. And, she hands out like a couple of vials. Here is the antidote for your friends and for the children. Pardon my unethical use of such poisons, but I needed to make sure there is no unwanted ears that are eavesdropping our conversation. I assume I can trust you three and you three only to keep our conversations private and between us.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if that's the case, then she hands you the antidote. Then I will see you in a couple of hours. And she takes. I will send you a missive to our location. And she creaks the windows, and she fires some sort of grappling hook and disappears.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Hey, can you do that, Silverback? That'd be nice.
Yeah, I haven't familiar with the mechanism yet. I want to see that grappling thing of hers.
Like,
But you know what? While I'm checking for the children, I remove the darts.
mhm.
She's been talking right to my face. And what's uncanny is they have the same accent. I just can't connect them both. But she or he, I don't know, has the same accent as the private investigator. Probably a half elf from that same place.
Possibly.
We didn't see her ear.
Maybe she was faking an accent, like
That is true.
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, it's a failing of the DM.
All right.
I was going for a Russian accent for the lady, and ano ba? Parang Jamaican yung kinukuha ko for the other guy. But thank you for noticing. I need to practice more.
All right. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell
well.
Silverback from the darts. Do you think you can replicate them?
Now that I have them, I need to have
Reverse engineering.
the flask. Yeah, I need to have the flask. I mean my lab stuff, brewing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be useful for my hand crossbow. It might not do damage, but if we can use it like Dark Elves does, we could probably have some sleeping potion on it.
All right, I'll get to it.
Wait a minute. Dark Elves uses sleeping darts too.
As the belt. Matanggal siya.
A black viper? Black wood elf?
Seems suspicious.
Suspicious. She can't be wearing a face paint.
Or he, I don't know.
Or he. Oh,
There's
yeah.
magic altering spells. Who knows how good elves are. From my knowledge, they can do a lot of very, I don't know, scary stuff. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Silverback, do you want to examine the drones?
Yeah, I will. I have a long. I have to study both the drones and the needle, the dart.
Investigation. I know. Arcana for the drone. Direct is you're not 20.
For the story plot, I think I'm more familiar with the drone. So yeah, I'll use my nat 20 for the drone.
As you
I'll repurpose
examine the drone, you notice that there are communication devices that are between the drones that you could probably manufacture into something.
I was thinking of making it our own drone.
Do as you wish.
Yeah, and then I'll have a medicine check, but will probably take me a while to reproduce. To study the dart.
The dart might be, but so there's like 4 drones. There was like 4 drones following you, and he dropped 4 drones.
Okay.
It's pretty broken. Like it's more the core that was like that's there with like the eyes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The flight component
Yeah,
is
and
is removed.
the stealth component. Do you think?
That maybe not deactivated, but
Can what do you want me to roll so I can, I don't know, fix one from out of the four parts? I mean, shattered parts of four drones, right?
that yeah for shattered part of four clockwork bones. You can try and mishmash the different parts if you want.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, the flight components are both were all removed though as part of like her destroying it so that it wouldn't be able to track you guys. Um, so it won't be able to fly. Maybe it may be landborne. Uh, and you may be able to possibly try and fix the invisibility. You could probably scrounge for one. If you want.
Okay.
It's gonna take some time to repair if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that, and I'll roll. What do you need me to roll? Well, probably you can have me create a rule for the crafting so I can make a sleeping dart.
It's gonna take. You won't be able to make it tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, not
But with this
tonight.
with this medicine roll, like you'll be able to reverse engineer it in the future.
Hmm.
You might need some downtime time for that.
Okay. I will just keep it in a test tube
Mhm.
or flask, whatever I have.
Right, so we can end here as you guys continue your long rest.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So you're about to long rest and then eventually meet up. Woohoo! Medyo shopping episode-ish.
Mm-hmm.
No worries.
Uh,
No worry. Integrating with the neighborhood.
Chairman
Oh,
yung
yeah.
siya nakakainis. Ito yung iba yung picture niya kasi pero ito yung isang
si
nakita ko na
chair.
parang magandang head.
Si chairman. Si chairman.
Teka lang.
Just the same with the mask.
Hindi nakita yung kasi parang yung full figure niya masyadong hindi makita yung mukha. Anyway,
Sleeping darts. Oh wait, I can probably take 5 sleeping darts from Kazavik and the rest, right?
just two. The
Four total.
others were poisoned by the wine.
Okay.
Yung D20 from the start was the Constitution saving throw for the poison to make you sleep.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I was immune to poison.
Immune ka nga. You both have advantage to poison, but
Yeah.
Davtarn failed both.
Okay.
Pero si Vyrsed, not 20,
wait.
sunod-sunod yung mga
I'm
game
only
rolls.
resistant to poison.
Yeah.
And
Advantage
immune to
lang sa
disease. I get it.
But it wasn't damaging. It was more just to knock you guys out. Or knock the other party members out. So nakuha niyo yung paper bird, di ba?
Paper bird, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, ninote ko.
Paper bird times 4.
For paper birds, 2 sleeping dart, and 4 scraps of drone.
Ilagay mo sa inventory mo.
Okay. I can put all of that on my inventory items. Is it just wait, paper birds? There's a magic item for that.
Mm-hmm. Hello? Welcome to the vigilante life.
It's going to be ano na, Arkham Asylum. I thought he's gonna scream before introduce himself like, I am vengeance. I am Black Viper.
Looks like we roped ourselves into an interesting one, boys.
Oh yeah. But maybe he or she is our entry point to the syndicate or whoever they are.
Okay.
GG
Yeah.
Sauce.
GG.
Sakto.
GG.
Oof.
Okay naman, maganda pacing
Yeah.
Phil. You're getting better sa pacing niya.
Nakakagagod. I was Germany, I'm about to sleep.
Never mind.
Never ko late ko na realize. Oh,
Oh, kahit yun. I was just Germany, don't worry about it.
okay lang. To.
Ang kati ng ko. Shoot. Ganito pala pang nag-heal yung nerves, no? Oh,
Ano nangyari, Dre?
parang makati na hindi mo makamot.
What? How?
Kasi yung after ng wisdom tooth pull ko,
Aha.
lately parang ang kate niya, pero hindi ko siya makamot. Kasi yung nerves daw